Captain's Log, Number 1. Stardate, August 12th, 2016. I found myself in a solar system, and I named it Tiffany, so that when I saw it on a map, it would remind me of why I was trying to get home. The planet I found myself on, I named Sophia, because it means wisdom, and this would be where I would learn how to repair my ship and to get off the planet and begin my journey into the unknown of space. It was a desert planet. The cactus was abundant, and the animal life was what you would expect in a desert. It wasn't sparse, but it wasn't overly abundant. There was enough resources to repair my ship and do what I needed to do, but not so much that the planet was exploited. The Sentinels were very relaxed, and there weren't many to speak of. The second planet that I journeyed to once I got my ship repaired, I named Gillinor. It was beautiful in its desolation. No plants, no animals. It was totally barren, except for its mounds of gold and iridium and aluminum and plentiful resources. The next planet that I journeyed to was a giant ocean with islands dotting throughout. I named it Waterworld. There was lots of animals and very unique kinds of animals. Very much a mystery, because there wasn't a lot of plant life, and the animals did not appear aggressive towards me or each other for that matter. I'm not sure what they were surviving on. The next planet we went to was probably one of the biggest in the solar system. I named it Frio because it was very cold and pretty desolate. It didn't have the resources that the previous planet of Gillinor had, and it didn't have much in the way of animal life, plant life. Then I journeyed to a smaller planet I named Adventure Bay. This had many animals and many plants, and was a lot of fun to explore. This creature here had this elongated neck and was quite odd looking. And this creature kind of reminded you of some Wolverine type of animal. But by far the animal that stood out the most to me, I will show you right now, was this, which would remind me of a Stegosaurus, a creature that had long been extinct on my home planet. The next planet we journeyed to, I named Chills. It wasn't too cold. It was on the cooler side, but it wasn't too cold, and it wasn't too hot. It had adequate resources and some rather odd animals. So it just it felt like a planet you could chill on for a while. I didn't stay only long enough to find an alien manufacturing facility and repaired my hyperdrive. But I will show you some of the odd creatures that I did find. This was one of the oddest creatures that I have seen. It was a squid-looking creature that flew in the air, and the top of it looked like a brain. And I'm not sure how it flew. It had no feathers and didn't fly more, so it hovered. We repaired the hyperdrive and we did jump to the next solar system, and I named it Kryn. The first planet on Kryn that we landed on had a rather large cave network, and I named the planet Flint. Flint was a big, desolate planet with abundant resources. After that, we visited a planet that I called Tesselhoff. The reason why is from the outside it looked like it would be a very promising planet, something that would be teeming with life, but when you got on the surface, you found it was barren. It had no plants or animal life, and it had no resources. The last planet in the solar system we visited, I named Visbin. Visbin was a mythological god in the world of Kryn, and it was very mischievous. And that's kind of the impression I had of this planet. Lots of fungus, and some of the animals were really, really odd. This was a cool one. It was a unitiger. And this looked like some kind of rodent, kangaroo. That, my friends, looks like a chupacabra. I don't know any other way of describing it. So apparently they do exist, and they exist on a planet named Visbin. And so with that, our captain's log for our initial steps towards the center will end, and we will continue on our journey to the center of the galaxy. Until next time.